These creatures are often described to have dark, ash-colored skin, glowing red eyes, sharp claws and fangs, or distorted shifting forms. Unlike ghosts, which are often spirits of the dead, Pishachas are malevolent, flesh-eating beings that exist in the physical form. These guys are not just restless, they're hungry. Very hungry. Ancient texts from Habharata mention them as dark forces that thrive in chaos, decay, and death. They can often be found to hang around in places like cremation grounds, secluded forests, or sometimes under your bed. What makes a Pishacha dangerous isn't just its appetite for human flesh. They also have the ability to mimic loved ones' voices or possess humans and control their minds. In some villages, unexplained madness or sudden personality changes were attributed to Pishacha's influence. Some of the ways these creatures can manifest are improper burials where the deceased person's soul cannot escape the body, which would then turn into a Pishacha after a few days. They can also take over the spirits of people who live immoral or violent lives. Protection from Pishachas can be achieved by sacred chants or mantras, fire and light, or holy rituals performed by priests. But the most important rule of all is to never follow the sound of their voice, even if it sounds like a person you know. La Llorona, which means the weeping woman, is one of the most chilling and well-known legends in Latin America. It's said that this is the ghost of a vengeful woman who drowned her own children from a jealous fit of rage, after finding out that her husband was being unfaithful to her. Overcome with grief from losing everything, some say that she threw herself in the river and also drowned. Others say that she died wandering, screaming their names. Described to be wearing a white dress with long, tangled black hair. Her face is hidden, but sometimes you can get a glimpse, which is nothing but a skull. This lost parent hunts places like rivers and lakes. It's even reported that she was seen near drainage canals on isolated roads. Out of desperation, she looks for her children in any bodies of water. Her signature cry is, "Ay mis hijos," which means, "Oh my children." Possibly as an act of revenge, she targets wandering kids alone at night. Any unfaithful men are also not safe, or anyone near water after dark. Strangely, if her cries sound far away, she's actually very close. But if they sound near you, she's actually far away. People believe this is her way of confusing and luring her victims. Across Mexico and parts of the US, people claim to have heard the same blood-curdling cry of a woman searching for her children. Some say that they personally know people who tried to help and look for these ghostly cries, but it all ended the same. None of them ever came back. The story goes that there was once a lady who wanted to achieve the ultimate beauty, but didn't have the money to make it happen. So she went under the knife in a back alley hospital. Unfortunately, the procedure was botched and left her with a horrific, grin-like scar that spans from ear to ear. Driven by grief, she walks the quiet streets at night, and this is where the nightmare begins. She would ask people one question: "Do you think I'm beautiful?" Answering with a no would result in the person dying on the spot. Answering with a yes, however, would result in the lady removing her mask. She would ask again if they still find her pretty, and if they answer yes for the second time, the lady would attack the victim and carve the same grotesque smile on their face. There is usually no escape because of how trapped you are with a question. Running away without answering would just make her appear in front of you. But apparently there is a way to beat the masked lady at her own game. It's suggested that instead of answering her question, you can ask her with a vague question instead. This would confuse the masked lady long enough so that you can hopefully run away. Sometimes called hopping vampires, these greenish corpses have lifeless eyes and are dressed in traditional Qing Dynasty official clothing. Unlike Western vampires, it doesn't glide smoothly or turn into bats. It moves by hopping forward with stiff arms outstretched, as if reaching out for help. During the Qing dynasty, laborers often worked far from home and suffer from high mortality rates. Their last wish is to be buried back home. To fulfill this request, corpses would be tied upright on long bamboo poles, which would then be carried by two men on both ends. While walking, the bamboo would flex up and down, which would give the appearance of hopping while they're being transported to their destination. It doesn't help that this is only done at night to avoid public eyes, which makes the whole situation a lot creepier. The Jiangshi doesn't drink blood or consume human flesh. Instead, it feeds on a person's life energy, often referred to as qi. If enough has been absorbed, they can also be capable of flight. In fact, according to ancient texts, a Jiangshi once came from the hills, soaring through the air to devour infants in the village. Don't let their limped appearance fool you. These corpses are ferocious and possess frightening strength. Thankfully, they can be defeated in various ways, such as Taoist talismans stuck on their forehead, sticky rice, not really sure how, mirrors, because they hate their own reflection, or roosters crowing because it signifies sunrise. You probably never heard of the Yaramayahu. Unsurprisingly, this creature can be found in Australia. It has a small childlike body with a bright red skin, oversized head and mouth, and having suction cups on its hands and feet. This creature doesn't hunt prey by chasing. It just sits on top of fig trees and waits for unsuspecting victims to walk underneath. Since it doesn't have any teeth, the Yaramayahu would attach its suckers and drain the blood out of them, but only just enough so that the victim would pass out. Here's where things get really weird. The creature would then proceed to swallow you whole and then go back to sleep. After some time, it spits you back out, but you're never the same. Your skin is a little more red. You also appear shorter and look more like the creature itself. Apparently, if repeated enough times, the victim would turn into a Yaramayahu themselves. But you probably had a fetish long before this whole thing started. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. It's gonna help me out a lot. There's a few more videos that came before this, so give that a watch too. Until then, stay tuned.